There's this adage, is what you touch most that grows more. Where your treasure is, that's where your mind will be. Lagos has shown an example that they can make things work. The Warri ports have a deeper depth than both the Lekki port and the Tinkan port. But yes, ships are not going there. Why? Because the shipping line is asking you a direct question. If I get there, what facility do you have to empty my ship that I'm coming with well over, let's say, 500, 1,000 TUCs?
Lekki Deep Seaport has announced that it is now operating at nearly 50% of its design capacity, marking a major milestone less than 3 years after it began operations. Managing Director of the Lekki Port LFT Enterprise Limited, Mr. Wang Huang, disclosed this on Tuesday during an end-of-the-year media parley. He said the steady month-on-month rise in container throughout since September reflects growing trust from global shipping lines and cargo owners in the port's efficiency. Wang said the port's performance is a sign of Nigeria's potential as a competitive maritime hub, noting that the continuous infrastructure improvement and digital integration will help sustain the momentum. Quite interesting news we have there, but we have other seaports.
Yes,
we're always talking about Lekki.
There's this adage, is what you touch most that grows more. Where you put your mind, where your treasure is, that's where your mind will be. Lagos has shown an example that they can make things work. Lagos has shown an example that if we put plans in place, things will work. So the question should be, other states, what are they doing? There are ports in Sapele.
Yes.
People don't even talk about it. There are ports in Sapele. The military has taken that over and they're using it right now. There are ports in Warri. There are ports in Port Harcourt.
Thank you.
There is an inland port. Okay. So when Niger State that we spent billions.
Yes, but remember that story.
Nobody's talking about that. There is one in Onisha. So the question should be, the state government, what are they doing? It's a matter of aligning with the federal and get those things to work.
Do you think it's a matter of aligning with the federal, or the government just, sitting up? What are you doing in your state? How are you marketing your state?
We have to first sit up, then align with the center to get your ports to work. If you're not sitting up in the first place or making people, is that ease of doing business. You imagine right now, the Warri ports have a deeper depth than both the Lekki port and the Tinkan port. But yes, ships are not going there. Why? Because the shipping line is asking you a direct question. If I get there, what facility do you have to empty my ship that I'm coming with well over, let's say, 500, 1,000 TUCs? What facility do you have to empty it? The person that is importing is asking, are my goods safe to travel that road? Am I paying more to move it from Port Harcourt to Aba? Or am I going to pay less to move it from Lagos to Aba? These are things that we need to, questions that the governors in those particular regions need to ask. If I have to pay demurrage, are they safe at those particular ports?
But Dangote is planning to have one in Ogun State. Now, what did he see there? Now,
see, these are questions these are questions we need to answer. If the president is saying we need $1 trillion economy, which means we must export times 50 times 100 of what we are doing now, not import. But are these state governors seeing the vision of the person at the center? He doesn't need to see it for you. And so he will support his own state that is about to develop. Dangote is building a port. Why? Dangote is also building and enlarging his fertilizer plant. Dangote is enlarging the refinery. So Dangote is already a major client to his port. So why are the state governments not seeing this? Because at the end of every month, they go to Abuja and collect money. Until that gets into problem, then we'll start seeing things, why they should get productive. Then when you now get productive, you now start asking questions. We need rail service to move this goods somewhere. Okay, we need a port to start exporting these things. But they are not seeing it that way.
But quickly, what are the state governments doing? Is it a matter of personal willingness? Because, like you said, if Tinubu has a vision and these governors do not have the same vision, all they want to do is collect federal allocation and generate less. What are we talking about?
The governors are not performing well at all. We can only count, in this administration, we can count maybe 5 governors that I personally think they are doing something. And we've trivialized governance to governors building 1 or 2 roads and paying salary promptly as performing. There are no visions, there are no any great ideas. And, see Wike in Abuja in just 2 years, see how much he's been able to achieve as an FCT minister. He does not even have the absolute power. And see what he's been able
But
to.
it commands the power of the president.
Exactly. So it means for everything that he needs to do, he needs to seek permission. Compared to a Dapo Abiodun that can just think about something 4 a.m. and get it done by 8 a.m. because he does not need to find out, will the governor be at the office today? How is his schedule? Will he be able to see me to get things done? This that I just explained might take a month for Wike to see the president, to just get a nod, to get something done. But Dapo Abiodun can have an idea at 4 a.m. this morning, and by 8 a.m.
He's implementing.
He's implementing. So if somebody that answers to somebody is able to achieve more in 2 years than you are the alpha and omega of your state, you can guarantee the loan, you can do anything that you need to do. Do you understand? You don't need to. Wike is implementing the vision of the president. You have your own vision. You campaigned on your own promises and ideas, and they voted for you. So we need to do more. There are mineral resources, like you earlier mentioned, scattered all over this country.
Yeah.
The low-hanging fruits as a governor is to go and bring an investor to say, we have this, come and exploit. You can even say, oh, for 20 years, don't give us anything. Just employ our people, train them, and pay taxes. Taxes. That whatever you are taking, don't even give us anything. Build, operate, and transfer. After 20 years, it becomes ours. Because guess what? Those things has been lying there for 60 years. So if somebody is exploiting it for another 20 years, it's not going to kill us, because we are not getting anything from it right now. So if you say, bring your money, build, operate, train us, and transfer back to us after 20 years, is a low-hanging fruit. Any businessman will take it. To say, okay, if I take all the gold, it's my own for 20 years. Okay, let's go. In Nasarawa State, the biggest Nigerian farm is there. Is hundreds of millions of dollars. They use helicopter to spray the farm. In the same Nasarawa State, there's a 200 million lithium plant. They are sending to China for phones, for EV cars. So other state governors, they need to key into this. You might not be getting money immediately, directly, but your people are going to be employed, and they will pay taxes. Payee is there for you to make money from.
Join us next time on Soak Business Landscape for deeper insight into policies, market, and the people shaping Africa's business future. I am Olumide Shokoya. Chooks.
Thank you very much. Remember, this country belongs to all of us. Let's grow it together. We'll do this again tomorrow. Be nice.
Ciao.
Thank you very much for joining us up to this moment. Remember to engage on the social media network, and enjoy the rest of your day.